Hello friends and welcome to YouTube channel Freedom Tech, and in this session what we are going to learn. In this session we are going to use Google Coral USB Accelerator with Raspberry Pi 4 and we are going to install YOLO11. Simple. So before we move to our practical friends, if you learned something from our videos, please consider to subscribe our channel. Okay friends, thank you so much and let's get started. So friends, as I mentioned, today we will use Google Coral USB Accelerator on Raspberry Pi 4 and we have here latest Raspberry Pi OS, which is bookworm 64-bit version. So connect first your USB accelerator with Raspberry Pi 4 USB port 3.0. Connect the accelerator with Raspberry Pi 4 USB port 3.0, which is in blue color. Simple. So now I have connected the hardware with Raspberry Pi 4 and we have here our latest operating system bookworm 64-bit version. So now first I will mention the link. I have created a new repository. Simply copy paste the link inside web browser. YOLO11 HTTPO. Go to the code and click on download zip. It will download our zip format repository. As you can see, we have successfully downloaded our repository. Now minimize the browser, go to the file manager, go to the downloads, and this is what our zip format repository. Right click, extract here and extract the repository as a folder. So this is what our folder. Right click and we will cut the folder and we will move the folder inside our home directory. So just paste it. Now inside that I have mentioned install -steps text file. Just open the text file, click on text editor and it will open the text file with the help of text editor. And as you can see, this is all the steps. Simple. So now let's just open our terminal. So this is what our terminal, and I will first clear the screen and I will make zoom in here for better clarity. Zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. Okay, I hope you all see clear now. Now friends, first this is the fresh installation, means I have already checked all the steps, it's perfectly working. But when you install completely fresh bookworm on your Raspberry Pi 4, first need to run this command. So copy the first command, sudo space rm. Just copy the command, open terminal and then paste inside the terminal and then hit enter. Simple. Because I have already run this command, that's why it says cannot remove /usr lib python 3.11 external manage no such a file or directory, because I have already run the command and I have already delete the file. But when you install completely fresh Raspberry Pi bookworm on Raspberry Pi 4, you have to run first this command. Simple. So I have done with this command. And then friends, we want to upgrade our Thony Python IDE on Raspberry Pi 4. So after this command, as you can see, I have mentioned this command, which is pip3 install space -- upgrade Thony. So copy the next command and just paste inside the terminal and then hit enter. It will upgrade our Thony Python IDE with the latest version. Simple. So I have already upgraded the version, that's why it says requirement is already satisfied. So you have to first run these two commands, which is sudo space rm usr lib python 3.11 and then next command is basically upgrade the Thony Python IDE. Done. So now let's just clear the screen. Now the next command, which is sudo apt get update. Simple. So sudo apt get update, just copy from the text file, open terminal and just paste it inside the terminal and then hit enter, and then just wait for completing the command process. So friends, we have done with sudo apt get update. Clear the screen and run the next command, which is sudo apt get upgrade. copy it, the second command, the next command, sudo apt get upgrade, paste it and then hit enter. It will upgrade all the new packages. If there is some upgradation, it will automatically upgrade all the packages. So I have done with the upgradation, that's why it says the upgradation is already done. Simple, there is no need to install new packages. So you have to run first sudo apt get update and then sudo apt get upgrade command. Done. Now here we want to create a new folder, or we can say new directory. So create the directory mkdir space freedom tech, mkdir space freedom tech. You can mention any name. I have mentioned the freedom tech. So mkdir space freedom tech, hit enter. It will create the freedom tech directory. Now go inside the directory. So cd space freedom tech, hit enter. We created a directory. Now we are inside this freedom tech directory. As you can see, we are inside this directory. So here now first let's just clear the screen and we will now run all the commands inside from this directory. So let's just run the next command, which is curl https. So copy the command, third one command, copy as it is, paste it and then just hit enter and wait for completing the process. Done. Now again clear the screen and we will go for fourth one command. So copy the fourth one command, copy from echo to shell, echo to shell. This is the all full fourth command. So copy like this way, echo to shell, copy it and then just paste it as it is, just paste it and then hit enter. Done. Now we will install some packages. So copy the fifth number command, copy as it is and then just paste it, and here we will simply remove the number because we copy as it is, that's why there is a number, fifth number. So we want to remove the fifth number and then we will run our command, which is basically packages. So now hit enter. It will install all the packages. So friends, as you can see, because I have already installed all the packages, that's why it says the already newest version is installed, but in your case it will take some time. Simple. So we have done with fifth number command. Now we want Python 3.9.12 version because Coral USB Accelerator is work with Python 3.9.12 version. Now let's just clear the screen and we will install Python 3.9.12 version. So let's just copy the sixth number command, copy it, open terminal and then just paste it and then hit enter. Now it will take some time. Now I will pause video. So friends, we successfully install Python 3.9.12. as you can see, installing Python 3.9.12 and the process is completed. Now we will run our next command. So again just open text file and the next command, which is 7 number command, copy as it is, copy it, open terminal and then just paste it inside terminal and then hit enter. Now we have done with 7 number command. Now we will cross check if the Python version is perfectly installed or not. So we will run the 8 number command, which is python space hyphen version and hit enter. Python space, let me clear the screen, clear it, and I will again run the command python space hyphen version, hit enter. And as you can see, it's a Python 3.9.12 means we successfully install our Python 3.9.12 version on our Raspberry Pi 4, and which is basically the Freedom Tech folder. Now we will activate our virtual environment. Simple. So for that, here, so we have done with the basic steps. Now for Google Coral USB steps, the main steps. So here first steps is basically we want to activate our virtual environment. So copy the command, copy as it is, copy it, open terminal, and we are inside in our freedom tech folder or directory. Here just paste it command, just paste it and then hit enter. It will activate our virtual environment. So friends, as you can see, we activated our virtual environment. There is a .venv. It means we are now inside our virtual environment. Now remember one thing here, connect your Google Coral USB accelerator with Raspberry Pi 4 3.0, which is the blue color USB. Simple. So I have already connected the hardware. Now we will run pip install htpu silva command. So just copy as it is, pip install htpu silva, copy and open terminal and then just paste it, hit enter, and now it will install all the packages. So friends, we have successfully run pip install htpu silva command. We have done, as you can see, completed the process. Now the next command, which is pip install numpy 1.20.6.4 version. We need this particular version for numpy. So copy the command, copy as it is, open terminal and let me clear the screen, clear, and then just paste it the command and hit enter. Pip install, and then just hit enter. So friends, we successfully installed numpy particular version. Now here we want to restart our Raspberry Pi 4. Here it is, as you can see, I have mentioned the steps. Restart Raspberry Pi 4. Now I will restart the Raspberry Pi 4. So friends, I have rebooted our Raspberry Pi 4. Now again we will open first our terminal and let me make here a zoom in. So zoom in for better clarity. I hope you all see clear now. Now again cd space freedom tech, which is our folder or directory. Now again we will open our repository from the YOLO11 HTTP main and install steps, right click and open with text editor. So friends, we again open our text file. Now first we want to again activate our virtual environment. So copy the command from source, from this command source to .venv/bin activate, which is for activating the virtual environment. Simple. So just paste it here, paste it and then just hit enter. And now we successfully activated our virtual environment. As you can see, we have here .venv. Now we have done with pip install numpy and then we reboot our Raspberry Pi 4. Now we will run our main command, which is silva tpu-linux setup. So if you open the terminal and if you just type here silva and if you press the tab, you will get the command. As you can see, silva tpu-linux setup means we successfully install our main package, which is htpu silva. So copy, or we can say just complete the command. So silva tpu-linux and then setup. Silva tpu, we want to run this command, silva tpu-linux setup, and then just hit enter. So friends, as you can see, the process is started. It will take some time. So we're done with installation. As you can see, it says setup installation for Linux Debian completed, means we successfully enable Google Coral USB accelerator on our Raspberry Pi 4 latest operating system bookworm 64-bit version. Now again here we want to reboot our Raspberry Pi 4. So let's just close all these things, close it, and I will run the command, which is sudo space init6, sudo space init6, or you can simply go here menu and click on shutdown and click on reboot. It will reboot our Raspberry Pi 4. So let me reboot Raspberry Pi 4. So friends, I have rebooted Raspberry Pi 4 and again we will open our repository, which is YOLO11 HTTPU, and again we will open install steps. So open with text editor. So we open our text file and again we want to activate our virtual environment. So again we will copy source.venv/bin activate, copy the command, open terminal, and we want to go inside first our directory, which is cd space freedom tech, and here we will run our command. Just paste it and then hit enter. Now we activate our virtual environment. Done. Now from this virtual environment we want to run the Thony Python IDE. So here run the command Thony and hit enter. It will open our Thony Python IDE. So we successfully opened Thony Python IDE. Now here go in run config interpreter, and then we want to select the interpreter. So here /bin/python3, which is the default one, just select it, and then you will see here our virtual environment, which is /home freedom tech is our folder, and then .env bin python 3.9. so select it, click on OK, and then inside shell you will see we successfully changed the Python version, and we are now in our virtual environment inside Thony Python IDE. Now let's just close the Thony Python IDE, and now you can simply close the terminal also. Now if you go in menu programming Thony, it will open our Thony Python IDE. Now from this you can select the virtual environment. Simply go to the run config interpreter, and here as you can see, because we already selected, but you can change the environment. Now you can go with default one, which is Python 3.11, which is the default version, and you can simply choose the virtual environment which we created. So again go to the run config interpreter, and here, and then select it /home/freedom tech, which is our directory, selected the virtual environment, click on OK, and then we can simply activate our Python 3.9.12 version. Now we have done with the Python version, we successfully installed all the packages. Now we want to convert our YOLO11.pt model into HTPU.tf Lite format for Google Coral USB Accelerator. For that we will open Google Colab. So let me open our Google Colab machine. So friends, I have opened Colab machine. Now simply click on upload, click on browse, and then we will upload our Colab file, which I have mentioned inside our repository, which is YOLO11 HTPU main, and select it. The file name is YOLO11 HTPU, select it, and it will upload our Colab file. So we successfully uploaded our file. Now simply click on connect, because there is no need to connect with the GPU. Simply click on connect. So we successfully connected. Now simply we will run our commands one by one. Here it is, as you can see, I have connected with the GPU. If you go here in runtime, change runtime type, and I have selected the GPU, but if you don't want to connect with the GPU, there is no issue, because we will only convert the model, we will not train our custom model. So there is no need to connect with the GPU. You can simply go with by default a normal version, simple. So now we will simply run our first command, which is pip install Ultralytics. So now just run the cell, it will install Ultralytics. Done. As you can see, we successfully installed packages. Now we will run our next cell, which is basically use YOLO11 n.pt model, and here the format, which basically HTPU means it will convert our pre-trained object detection model into HTPU, and the image size is basically 240 for Google Coral USB Accelerator. Simple. So simply run the next cell. So friends, we converted our model successfully, and our model is basically saved inside YOLO11 save model, and model name is basically HTPU.tf Lite. So if you click on this small folder icon, you will see we have here YOLO11 and save model folder. Just drop down, and then you will see here all the models. So our model is basically HTPU.tf Lite. So here this one, as you can see, 3.04 MB, which is HTPU.tf Lite. So selected this 3 dot, click on download, and it will download our model. So we downloaded the model. Minimize all these things, file manager, downloads, and this is what our model. Right click, cut it, home, HTPU, our repository, and then just paste it. Now we will open this test.py. So right click and open with the Thony, and it will open the it will open basically the file with the help of Tony in our virtual environment, as you can see. Now simply we want to mention here the name, so I have already mentioned the full name. As you can see, this is what our model, and now it will start my USB camera. I have connected the USB camera with the Raspberry Pi 4. Also we have our Google Coral USB accelerator connected with Raspberry Pi 4 USB port 3.0, which is in blue color. Also we have coco.txt file inside the repository. I have already mentioned it, and then we have our object detection method. Simple. And then what else we want, friends? Let me check here. Here result is equal to model dot predict. Result is equal to model dot predict. Here we want to mention the image size, because we are working with the Google Coral USB accelerator, and we convert the model basically into image size 240. So here model dot predict frame, then mention the comma and mention imgsz is equal to 240. imgsz is equal to 240, and then just save it. And one more package which we need, which is the CV zone. So go to the tools, manage packages, and search for CV zone. CV zone, select the CV zone package, click on install, and it will install CV zone. Done, we successfully installed CV zone also. Now simply we will run our code. So just click on the run code, and friends, as you can see, it started our object detection. This is, as I mentioned, completely pre-trained object detection model which is detecting me as a person. And right now I am same time recording on my Raspberry Pi 4. So the speed is really fast with the help of Google Coral USB accelerator. So this is how, friends, with the help of Google Coral USB accelerator, you can basically access the most fastest way YOLO11 for object detection. I hope you will learn something from this video. We will meet our next video. Till then, thank you, take care, and bye bye.